In Death's Door, you play as... Wait, what the heck is this bird's name? Just generically the crows? Okay. In Death's Door, you play as the Raven. As a crow, you were contracted to go out and collect all the round red candies in the universe. But the problem is, generic crow number 7 wants all the candy for himself. He took all of your candy, and also wants you to collect all the other candies in the world so that he can open up this ominous-looking door that allegedly has even more candy. With untold riches like that, it's time that our protagonist opens that door and answers the question, what is Death's Door worth? Death's Door is an isometric action RPG that feels akin to a Zelda game. Your focus is primarily on adventuring through the various maps and dungeons where you'll discover new items and abilities that allow you to interact with the world in different ways. I think one of the strengths of this game is the overall aesthetic of the world. Despite being an agent of death, you are this cutesy little crow bouncing your way around this beautiful world trying to collect red balls so that you can validate your spot on the payroll. The highs for this game are the moments where you're just running through the levels and appreciating the soundtrack, which I don't know if that's actually a pro in favor of this game. Is that foreshadowing? The soundtrack is light and bouncy, it's playful and thoroughly contradicts the usual theming of somebody who is, quote, a reaper of death. Along the way, you meet this cute cast of characters who help you along your journey. You meet a guy named Stedhone who wants to die but can't, and a guy named Jefferson who is definitely not a squid and does very human things like make soup and spread rumors. Then there's my favorite character, Pothead, who has a pot for a head. Then there are the boss fights, which in my mind are really well designed and give you that climactic feeling of completing a zone. There are a lot of people who liken this game to Dark Souls, but I thoroughly disagree. This game is missing the warm blanket of bullshit that makes me feel at home in a Souls game. I do think that it reminds me of a 2D Zelda game. It's full of puzzle solving and dungeon crawling, and it's attempting to take you on an adventure. Honestly, it would be disingenuous of me to say that there wasn't some sort of charisma to the game. I mean, it certainly gives off the feeling of someone trying to be charming, but there's a difference between trying to be charming and having your evening attire include a fedora and an unkempt neckline. There is a lot that is wrong with this game. And the real problem is that at its core, this game is really just a Zelda game. But as I was playing, I couldn't help but feel like something was missing, something important. Then it hit me. Zelda games make you pick the best tool for each situation. Maybe an enemy is weakest to the hookshot, or maybe you need to use a fire arrow, or an ice arrow, or a boomerang. Death's Door doesn't have that Inspector Gadget utility belt. It lacks the puzzle-solving essence that makes these games fun. Ultimately, you just end up using the one spell, or just using whatever sword you have and mindlessly mashing your way through the same enemy over and over and over again. That's actually another issue. No matter if you pick strength or magic or whatever the heck these talents are, the game boils down to mindlessly mashing your light attack button. There's no diversity in play. Your choices don't matter. Even the puzzles and dungeons start to feel flimsy when you realize that every puzzle is just a variation of shoot the thing. And is that a puzzle? Is seeing an unlit torch and setting it on fire a puzzle? Oh geez, look at this unlit thing next to the slit thing. I wonder what I'm supposed to do. Congratulations, Acid Nerve. You made an adorable piece of shit. For a game all about collecting souls, yours really does come off as something without one. In summary, this game is shit. If something is your inspiration, that's great. I mean, do you think my format is original? No, I love watching Ego Raptor and Zero Punctuation and Donkey just like the rest of us. The thing is that your product cannot be a carbon copy of the thing that inspired you. And if it is, it better be even better than the original. Death's Door is not only uninspiring, it's not even better. You have less weapons, less gadgets, worse puzzles, less choices, but a cute bird at least. So, what is Death's Door worth? It was horrible, Philip. There I was, killing this boss by mashing the light button when I saw a red candy I needed to get. Yep. Just when I beat the boss and had the red candy in my hand, something stirred up from behind me. You don't say. I felt his breath on the back of my neck and it said, "You aren't worth $20. And then he gave me $5 and took my candy from me. Philip? Yeah, you're probably worth about $5. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.